DIY awning based on Overland Under Budget. His YouTube channel goes step by step on how to make this thing. I just thought I'd show you my version. It's a little bit different, but basically the dimensions are the same. There's two 7-foot arms and then one 7-foot 4-inch arm, and I added on another arm just because my vehicle is a little bit narrow. So this arm tightens up that outside corner. Otherwise this was a little bit too slack with the original version. And they're all pivoting off the hinge template. I'll link everything to his stuff because it's all based on his design, so I won't take credit for that. But skateboard bearings on all these pivots, as well as right here there's two skateboard bearings. And I mounted mine to this big bracket here that is basically made out of angle iron and steel plate, all welded up to mount to the roof rack. And another thing I added on was this angled aluminum to create a bit of a frame for the whole thing, and then also for this part to tie on, for the same reason that my vehicle is so small that there's nothing really good for this thing to purchase to tie to like a roof rack or anything. So that frame helps create the whole structure. And another thing I changed was I made these pieces about a foot shorter. His went all the way to the end just to save on weight and kind of like make it look a little bit cleaner. I added these to add poles if I need any stabilizer poles, and some tie downs, so if it's really windy you can tie it down. A couple other things is just to simplify this part. I got these little hinges at a marine store and they work pretty good. They're just riveted on, and then I also just used end caps here instead of the bearings. Just a little bit less messing around with bending this and welding the little arms and all that kind of stuff. And that's about it. If it's the first time seeing this awning, it's pretty awesome. It's just free floating, super sturdy, and there's like no play in any of this stuff. It's very solid. Another thing I had to do was I cut out this corner and added on this stretchy bungee just to keep it tight, because when you're folding it and unfolding it, when this arm here extends all the way out here, the tarp is actually stretched out longer than the tarp is. So if this corner is just a 90, it'll tear this spot depending on your setup. And the fabric I used is just a Canadian Tire purchase. It's a Woods like lightweight backpacking tarp, so it's waterproof, and it was only like 35 bucks. And yeah, it's not the most durable thing in the world. I think I'm gonna add a bit of reinforcement stuff right here, just like some Gorilla Tape or something, just to protect that. And to tie it on, just gets strapped onto this right here. Another feature I added was Velcro all along here, and I plan on making some walls that just Velcro to this. I don't know how strong it's going to be. It's kind of just an experiment. I thought I'd just put the Velcro on there so I don't have to take the tarp off again if I decided to mess around with that. And the hatch opens up nicely, and the other great thing with the RAV4 is how much it overhangs on the outside of the hatch. So stuff in the back. You won't be getting rain coming in your side here, so it's a pretty protected little area. You can even open up this hatch and basically just sort of sit right here. You have a good little hangout spot. I think that's about it. I'll show you it getting packed up now, how quick it goes. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to point out too was the cover. I'm actually making another cover. I was waiting for a zipper in the mail, an 8-foot zipper. So I had some extra like scrap fabric and some Velcro laying around, so I decided just to make this covered because I wanted to get the thing mounted and make sure I got the measurements right before I actually made a cover with the zipper I'm getting. So this is basically just like a proof of concept, and I'm going to change the cover out a bit. Use a different color and use the zipper because the Velcro is a little bit clunky. I do have this Velcro right here that's good. It just straps the whole thing down once the thing's stowed. So I'll show you that. And there it is, all stowed up on the car. I used grade 8 bolts to mount the bracket and the awning. Feels good on the highway, and it's also perfectly in the blind spot. So when you're driving the vehicle, you actually don't see it, which is nice as well. Alright, thanks for watching. And check out Overland Under Budget. That's where I got these ideas from. So shout out to him. Thanks.